Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. Well, if you watched my earlier video today, you'll already have some of the information that I'm going to cover in this video, but we're living in a very weird world where Oko is banned, but only on Arena and only one day a week. Well, honestly, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around the choices that Wizards of the Coast is making here. It's genuinely baffling. So, to make sure we're all on the same page, let's put it all on the table, lay it all out so it makes sense. Oko, Thief of Crowns. I know in the previous video I said Crown of Thieves, which, whatever. Anyways, Oko, Thief of Crowns, is banned on Magic Arena in Brawl specifically. So the video that I did earlier talked about how he was banned in Brawl, but Wizards clarified even further that he's only going to be banned on Arena's Brawl. Now, I don't understand that. I mean, here's how it works. They only have Brawl events once a week. So if you're wondering what I mean by he's only banned once a week, well, 6 days of the week, you can only play Brawl through direct challenge. So you have to actually find a way to organize with your friends through Discord or some other software that doesn't even involve Arena at all. So you have to get together with somebody somewhere else and say, hey, let's play Brawl. And when you play that way in direct challenge, you're allowed to use Oko. So Oko is only not legal one day a week, Wednesdays. It's Wednesdays. Wednesdays is the only day that Oko is banned because it's the only day that Wizards of the Coast has these events. Now, I genuinely don't get what's going on here. Why would Brawl in paper and Brawl in Arena have two separate banned lists? Like, if they're banning stuff in Brawl on Arena, you would think to yourself, okay, they're banning stuff in Brawl on Arena because they want Brawl to be an inviting format that people enjoy playing. They want it to be a thing. But then by only making it available one day a week, they're saying we don't really want it to be a thing. Arena has a genuine problem right now where Wizards of the Coast is so focused. They have a rager. They have a rager specifically for the standard format. So when it comes to Brawl, Historic, they want them to exist as marketing tools, I guess? Like, but not actually affect people. Like, I don't even get, I really don't know how to process this because the most baffling part is Brawl is standard, right? Like, you use the same cards in Brawl that you do in standard. So it's still going to push pack sales from standard, which is what they're trying to do. So why are they turning around and making it like, what is going on? Is it not banned in paper because they're trying to maintain the financial value of Oko? I'm totally thrown off in multiple directions by this. I originally thought that them banning Oko in Brawl was a strong signal that we were going to see Oko banned when it came to the standard announcement 2 weeks from now. But now that they've only decided to do it on Arena, it just makes me go, wait, are these madmen literally going to leave Oko in standard? Are we going to go a number of months with Oko just being the dominant force? Are these madmen going to try and ban around Oko and keep Oko in the format? I don't get it. When it comes to formats like Brawl, Arena should be used to push the Brawl concept. Like, what even is Brawl anymore? Does Brawl just exist as a marketing tactic for Arena to technically go, we have more formats, and then really just kind of as like an undercover way to force Commander players to buy Brawl decks to get chase cards like Arcane Signets? Like, what is Brawl even supposed to be at this point? I've been involved with Magic for a long time, and this whole Arena divide, and like somebody even suggested, they said, hey, is this Oko ban, or like, are they just going to ban Oko on Arena? And I said, no, there's no way they're going to do that. They did it with Nexus of Fate, but there was different reasons for this. But what is the point of banning Oko in Arena when you only let people play Brawl once a week? What is the like? I need someone to help me make sense of this because I don't get it. It feels random and knee jerk. Like this was just blorped out onto Twitter and shoved into the arena form with no preamble, right? This wasn't done at any kind of like regular banning announcement time. Why did they abruptly pick today to be the day that they were going to go, hey, you know what? Oko's banned in Brawl. It's like, okay, that's out of the blue. Yeah, but guess what? Oko's banned only in Brawl on Arena. What? And it's like, yeah, and you can only play Arena once a week. Otherwise, he's not banned because you can just play with your friends and use him. And it's just like, make it stop. It needs to make sense. Honestly, we've got enough banning going on as it is. You don't need to put in more random banning that doesn't make sense. Seriously, if you're not going to support Brawl enough to have it as a format you can always play, then why are you worrying so much about banning Oko? And why is Oko not banned in paper? It makes my head hurt. Oko is no less dominant in paper Magic than he is in Arena, right? It's not like Arena, oh my god, everybody's playing Oko, but somehow in paper they're not. Paper Magic and Arena are essentially reflections of each other. They're essentially mirrors, right? The only difference between Arena and Paper Magic is it's easier to get your copies of cards on Arena because you can just use wild cards and there's no supply. You don't have to worry about contacting a single seller, doing any of that to build your decks. So standard, regular standard, is exactly the same in paper and on Arena, right? So why do we have this situation where it's not the same with Brawl, which uses standard cards? Why are they doing this to us? It's the same thing with Historic, where they told us Historic's going to be a format. We're going to have Historic, so you don't worry. You can use all your older cards. Like, don't worry, once they rotate, you'll get to use them. Because they didn't want to just go, yeah, you know what? We'll just make it standard only, and we'll let you convert your used cards into new cards at a lower percentage or whatever. A dusting system. Now, I honestly, admittedly, don't fully understand a dusting system because as far as I understand, it's from like the Hearthstone game, and you can break things that you already have down. So if it was Magic, you'd be able to break down a card for a particular amount of dust, and then you can use that dust to make new cards. So I don't know if it's something like every 4 rares you break down would equal a rare. I don't know what that kind of a breakdown is, but that's one of the options Wizards had with Arena. But they decided, no, we don't want to go with that. We don't want to give you the ability to do that. So instead, we're just going to let you use your older cards, and we're going to create the Historic format. But then Historic format has no support. They plan to do like an event for it once every couple of months. They've effectively hidden it in the client to the point where people have to learn through like my videos and other random comment sections that the way to play Historic is actually go into the deck builder, choose Historic from the drop-down list, and then build your deck, and you have a Historic deck. And then you have to go into the play queue, and it will automatically pit you against a Historic, like another Historic deck. Everything else has its own nice little section. Everything else has its nice little section, but Historic is shunted off to the side because they don't want us playing it. And I understand the reason they don't want us playing it is they want us to keep running and jumping through these standard hoops. Keep buying standard cards, kids. Keep buying standard cards. Or I mean, not buying the cards because we're talking about Arena. Keep buying standard packs. Keep giving us money for standard packs. But Brawl still helps standard packs. It still sells standard packs. So why are they doing this? I hate it. I hate it when things don't make sense, my friends. I genuinely do not understand why we have a scenario now where Oko is basically banned 1 day a week and only on Arena. Does that not sound absolutely absurd to you? Because that's really what it boils down to. That's the essence of what's going on. What does that fix? People want Oko banned in standard. People want reliable formats that we can actually feel like they have good stewardship over. This really doesn't bode well for the long-term health of Arena. I thought Arena was supposed to be something long-lived like MTGO. But at this point, it's starting to seem more like they're going to grab as much cash as they can, and then if the thing falls apart, the thing falls apart. So I do have to give a warning to you guys that if you are in Arena, I would say ease back on your spending, or maybe hold off on it altogether. Because if they continue to be so random and knee-jerk with their reactions, they may sink the whole program. And unlike physical Magic, unlike MTGO, there is no way to recover even the tiniest fragment of any money that you've put into this game. And that is something to be aware of. I know there are people who watch my channel who talk about how they sink hundreds of dollars into a new set coming out. And some of them have said, with this Oko nonsense, no, I'm not getting in on it. Some of them get like a complete set the weekend the set comes out. So, I mean, some people are in different boats. But either way, I do genuinely feel it's no longer wise, if you could ever really consider it wise, to put your money into Arena. I mean, if you want to, if you're getting enjoyment out of it, by all means. But bear in mind that this is starting to feel like a skyscraper that is on top of like a spider web. And that spider web could just kind of give out at any moment. Arena doesn't feel like it has like a stable future or a stable foundation anymore, which is disappointing because I like Arena and I would like for it to stick around. But this sort of insanity where it's like, we're not going to give you access to formats. We're going to make random rules changes. Oh, you can play this format, but only one day a week, even though it uses the stuff we're trying to sell you the most. Like, clearly from the historic choices, they want to keep us in the standard box. Brawl exists inside the standard box. Why are they doing this? Honestly, I want input on this. Let me know in the comment section why you think that they would make it so that Brawl's only once a week, and then bother to ban Oko in it at all when you can still use them 6 days a week. Like, what? This doesn't make any sense. Anyhow, that's really all I have to say on the subject. It was interesting enough to make another video about this because it's ridiculous. We're living in a ridiculous world. Anyhow, thanks for coming by, everyone. I appreciate having you here. And remember, together, we are the sixth color of magic.